When the facts bend reality, this is beyond plausible.
Siberia, the largest natural wilderness on Earth, with birch forests, pristine rivers, and the world's oldest lake. The largest natural region of Russia is also an unexplored mysterious world, Siberia. Siberia begins just beyond the Ural Mountains, the natural boundary between Europe and Asia. According to geographers, nearly half of Russia's territory lies within this vast land. To the south, bordering Mongolia, lies the legendary Lake Baikal. It is currently February, and a 1-meter thick layer of ice covers Lake Baikal. The water surface is only exposed where the Angara River flows out from the lake and where underground streams rise to the surface. For the golden-eyed duck, this is a refuge during difficult times. Right at the edge of the water, a female duck is dipping down to search for food. The taiga forest is characteristic, covering the entire Siberian region. These coniferous forests are the largest primeval forest in the world. Therefore, taiga forest trees have developed adaptations to the taiga environment. Taiga forest trees have evolved to suit taiga conditions. Plants in the taiga forest have adapted for survival in the taiga. These coniferous forests are truly the largest primeval forests on the planet. To survive here, organisms must endure long and harsh winters. A moose with fangs of a bloodsucker, that is the musk deer. This shy animal mainly lives on lichens from tree bark. A difficult to digest food but always available when snow cover is too thick. Frozen food, the crows have just found a carcass. The carcass is a dead body, carrion is a corpse. Those birds don't scare the deer, but the true owner of the carcass has returned. Wolves do not hibernate, so they must hunt even in the biting cold. Their survival depends on their ability to hunt in packs. When sharing the spoils, conflicts among them often occur. Meanwhile, the crows are passing time by rolling around in the snow. He performed the move correctly, but eventually succeeded, though the somersault wasn't. The coldest place in Siberia is in the Yakutia Republic, where the lowest recorded temperature was below -70 degrees Celsius. He mastered the technique, but eventually completed it, though the move wasn't. The coldest places are usually where the fewest living creatures reside. It's now March. This Yakutian mare is in the final days of her pregnancy. No one has ever seen them kept in captivity because for thousands of years this horse breed has only reproduced in the wild. They dig through the snow layer to find last year's grass tips. Her meal is meager, at a time when she's actually not eating just for herself. Not all of them can survive until the Siberian winter ends. A small village by Lake Baikal. Wood is one of the abundant resources of this region and is exported worldwide, especially to neighboring China. Here as elsewhere in Siberia, various ethnic minority groups live harmoniously together. At winter's end, the gradually increasing heat of the sun creates the first water patches on the ice. Even on this snow-covered land, life persists. The Baikal seals. 4 weeks ago, the mother seal dug a den for her pup in a snow hole. Meanwhile, their protective roof is melting and the seal pup is on the edge of an ice hole waiting for its mother. The mother seal only returns once or twice a day to nurse her pup. Baikal seals, far from the sea, have unique characteristics not found elsewhere. Their population is approximately 130,000. If this seal pup survives its challenging first year, it can live up to 50 years. Thanks to its thick blubber, the young seal is unaffected by the cold in the water. In this environment, it seems to move as comfortably as in a fairy tale world. This is the Verkias Range located north of Lake Baikal, stretching over 1,000 kilometers and rising above 2,000 meters. The mountain range begins from the middle of the Lena River and extends to the Arctic Sea. In late March, Yakutian reindeer herders catch the healthiest ones and tie them to sleds. The Yakutian people and reindeer have lived interdependently on this Siberian land for millennia. This may be the factor that helps humans survive in the cold environment lasting all year round. Now, the herders must find the reindeer herds wandering in the snow-covered taiga forest. In the next few days, they will set out for the upcoming 3 summer months. They must race against time because movement in the Yakutian mountains is only feasible when there is snow. After the snow melts, the livestock herds will be isolated from the outside world by a vast swamp area. With its nose down to the snow surface, this fox is searching for food. During winter, voles remain active beneath the snow layer. Perhaps it just caught a small prey, but it's better than nothing. This is not a vole. T refused this furry friend. Its fur was once used to adorn emperors. Due to generous rewards, many hunters came here to hunt this small animal. Today, with reduced demand for fur, humans are no longer the main threat to sables, but other predators are. This time, the fox had to leave with an empty stomach. After 2 hours on the sled, the herders have arrived. The livestock herd numbers in the thousands, so managing the herd is not easy. In the northern region, reindeer are not only the main food source but also provide hides and traction. Additionally, people can ride them. The herders feed the reindeer salt, a rare specialty here. Thanks to years of experience, this old man can navigate through an entire juniper forest. Heading southwest 2,000 kilometers near the Mongolian border. An African scene appears as a herd of antelope crosses the southern Siberian grassland. The croaking calls are their way of calling the herd. The antelope herd only stops briefly on the Siberian grassland. They are crossing the Mongolian border fence, as there are no political boundaries in nature. The Lena River is the largest river in Siberia, stretching 4,400 kilometers from Lake Baikal to the Arctic Sea. On the hillside above is a forest of Siberian rhododendrons. It's mid-May, and the Yakutian mare has survived the winter and given birth. They are thriving and enjoying the first warm rays of sunshine. The mother horse must constantly graze to have enough milk for her foal. The mares all appear emaciated because there is no nutritious green grass, only dry grass from the previous year. The Sayan Mountains stretch 2,000 kilometers along the border between Russia and Mongolia. The mountain peaks are all over 3,000 meters high. The mountain peaks are all over 3,000 meters high. Early snowmelt flows down the southern slopes of the mountains, home to a special amphibian, the Siberian salamander. Among all amphibians on Earth, this is probably the most cold-tolerant species. Their mating and egg-laying rituals all occur in water. The reason why this species mates early in the year in cold water remains a mystery. Flowing water and endless mountain greenery signal that spring has arrived in Siberia. On this Angara River, water flows through mountain cliffs to pour into the vast plains. Then merges into a large river carrying mature water to flow into Siberia's gem, Lake Baikal. Its deepest lake and contains 20% of the planet. Finally, Lake Baikal is freed from ice and snow. Seals have lived in Lake Baikal for thousands of years. How they got here remains a mystery. Scientists believe that about 500,000 years ago, Arctic seals swam up the Yenisei River from the Arctic Sea into Lake Baikal. After a millennium of isolation, they evolved into a new species. In summer, many Baikal seals gather at Ushkani Lake. Dry spots on rocks are often ideal gathering places. The water temperature in the lake rarely exceeds 8 degrees Celsius, so they spend hours sunbathing. The best spots are quickly taken. Baikal seals are excellent divers and can hold their breath underwater for half an hour. The best sunbathing spots are clearly already occupied. Only wet spots like this remain, but there are still less fortunate ones. Fish are the main food source for Baikal seals. They must dive 100 meters deep to feed. The underwater world in this lake is unique. The shores of Lake Baikal look like a lake bed rising between fingers. The lake slopes down to a depth of 1,600 meters, and nearly two-thirds of its inhabitants live only here. For example, this crustacean, with a body length of 10 centimeters, makes it giant compared to its relatives. The grayling is one of many species living in the cold, nutrient-rich waters of Lake Baikal. The rocky shores of the lake also attract many other species. Brown bears leave the dark taiga forest for the brighter, drier lake shores, seeking plants not found in the forest. Fragrant and oily plants like anise are a special treat for bears. It's very rare to see bears grazing like cows. After the meal, the young male bear immediately goes to find water to drink. This stretch of the lake shore is also known as the bear shore. It carefully checks all directions. Even in the Baikal Nature Reserve, it must watch out for poachers. The lake shore stretches for hundreds of kilometers, so the rangers cannot cover it all. Today everything seems fine, but danger comes from another direction. A large adult bear is approaching, threatening the young bear. Fleeing is the only way to avoid confrontation with a stronger opponent. What will its fate be?
Curious? Subscribe and step through the next anomaly.